Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The amendment would simply prohibit any grants under H.R. 2453 to a state that defunds, disbands, or disestablishes a law enforcement agency in that state. Over the past year, Mr. Chairman, we have seen repeatedly radical calls from Democrats across the country, including in this body, to defund the police and leave citizens at the mercy of violent rioters. Democrats in Congress have alternated between demands to defund or abolish police and declarations that they haven't done that or that they didn't really mean it. The latest example, of course, is the gentlewoman from Michigan, Ms. Tlaib, who said just a bit over a week ago on April 12, or wrote in a published tweet, "No more policing or incarceration. It can't be reformed." More than $1.7 billion has been cut from police department budgets over the past year. And New York City alone cut more than $1 billion from its police department and saw a 97% rise in shootings and a 45% increase in homicides. In Minneapolis, City Council just recently, in the last couple of months, added $6.4 million in police funding after the chickens came quickly home to roost, following last year's Democrat rhetoric that quickly produced the result everyone could foresee. And frankly, this bill comes from some of the same idea, that is to say, the same animating idea to cripple every means of protecting citizens from crime and criminals. After all, there's widespread agreement that incarceration should be used sparingly, particularly to punish nonviolent crime, and it seems fairly obvious that for those crimes, the alternative means available to punish or deter is to impose fines, fees, restitution, court costs. And simple logic would suggest that if you have people who are inclined to commit those sorts of crimes, and if they are without means, then if you make it so that fines cannot be enforced, then you've immunized that conduct. And so this bill moves in that direction to permit or to immunize that sort of criminal conduct from any effective punishment. But at least we can take the opportunity to disavow that dangerous and radical form of this ideology, the call to abolish police. And this amendment provides an opportunity in very simple form for everybody on the House Judiciary Committee to make clear that we do not support and we will not incentivize jurisdictions that would leave their citizens at the mercy of even violent criminals by defunding or abolishing police. And with that, I yield back.